students, I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, Introduction to Graphs. After reading this chapter, you will be able to know about all these topics. So let's get started. Introduction. We have already studied about some graphs in earlier chapter. We also see graphs in newspapers, magazine, television, etc. The purpose of graphs is to represent numerical facts in such visual forms so that they can be quickly and easily studied. There are various ways of representing data such as in tabular form, graphical form, pie chart, etc. However, a graphical presentation is easier to understand. About bar graphs, double bar graphs and pie chart we have already studied in chapter 5. In this chapter, we will learn about some new types of graphs such as line graph. Okay, so what is a line graph? A line graph displays the data that changes continuously over a period of time. For example, the temperature of a city recorded on a particular day of December is as follows. Okay, so see, this is the time given and this is the temperature given in degrees Celsius. Okay, we plot this data on line graph called time temperature graph. The horizontal line, usually called x-axis, this shows the independent variable. Here it is time, and temperature is marked along vertical axis, which is also known as y-axis. From the graph, it is clear that temperature was minimum at 6 a.m. and as the time increases, as you can see in this graph, as the time increases, temperature also increases, and it was maximum at what? At 12 noon. Okay. Scale is also given here. Okay, now let's do example 1. In the given graph, growth of two different plants, plant A and plant B, with respect to their height is given. The heights were measured at the end of each week for 4 weeks. The observations recorded are shown in the following graphs. Okay, see, this solid line is plant A and dotted line is plant B, and their growth is given, okay, of 4 weeks, right? Now we have to answer the question. On the basis of graph, answer the following questions. How high was plant A after 2 weeks and after 4 weeks? Okay, let's check this out. After 2 weeks, okay, we are talking about plant A only. After 2 weeks, it was how much? 20, okay, centimeter, and after 4th week it was 40 centimeter in height. Okay, next is how high was plant B after 2 weeks and after 4 weeks. Similarly, you will see the growth of plant B. Okay, so here we can see growth of plant B after 2 weeks is 25 centimeter and after 4 weeks is this 45 centimeter. Right? See, how much was the growth of the plant A during 2nd week? Okay, plant A during 2nd week as, okay, let's check this out. Plant growth, we have been asked the growth of plant A. So, growth of plant A during a 2nd week is what? We have asked growth. So, you will write here 20 minus 15. Okay, that is 5 centimeter. Okay, so 5 centimeter is the answer. D, during which week growth of the plant A was minimum and growth of B plant was minimum. Okay, so you will see this graph and then you can answer easily at which week the growth of plant A and plant B was minimum. Okay, and last one is, was there any week when the height of the two plants was same? As you can see, no week is there where the height of two plants was same. So the answer is no, right? Now let's do exercise 15.1. The given graph describes the distance of a car from a city D at different times when it is traveling from a city D to city P, which are 550 km apart. Study the graph and answer the following questions. Okay, so students, you have to study this graph. Now there are some questions given to you related to the graph. You will keenly observe the graph and then you will answer the questions which have been asked, right? Linear graphs. A line graph consists of small line segments joined consecutively. Sometimes the graph may not be continuous line segment but an unbroken line. Such a graph is called linear graph. To draw a linear graph, we need to locate some point on the graph paper. Okay, so location of a point. Suppose we go to see a match in the stadium and we have to search for our reserved seat. We must know two numbers, the row number and the seat number. This is how a point is located in a plane. Suppose we consider the blackboard as plane, then its breadth will serve as vertical or y-axis and its length will be horizontal or x-axis. A point 2 and 3 will be 2 units from left or vertical edge and 3 units from bottom or horizontal edge. The graph sheet itself is a square grid. On the graph, we plot horizontal axis as x-axis and vertical axis as y-axis. And on a convenient scale, plot the points on the graph sheet. For a point 2 and 3, 2 is called x coordinate. Okay, there are 2 points, 2 and 3. This is x coordinate. Okay, and this is y coordinate. And 2 and 3 as the coordinates of the point. Similarly, if a point has coordinates 5 and 4, it means x coordinates of the point is 5 and y coordinates of the point is 4. Remember, whenever there are 2 points, first one is the x coordinate and the second one is the y coordinate. Okay. Note that point P, F and 4 is not same as Q, 4 and 5. Okay, point 5 and 4 is not similar to 4 and 5. Okay, this is clear when the point is plotted on the graph as follows. Okay, see, first we take the x coordinate and then we take the y coordinate. Okay, so this is the point P and this is the point Q. So there is a difference, right? No more. X coordinate is called abscissa and y coordinate is called ordinate, right? Example 2, you have to plot the following points on the graph. Okay, so let's do it. This is the x-axis, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the points are 1, 3, then 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, 3, 5, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so this is A point, B, C, D, E, F. Let these are the points. Okay, so A is 1 and 2. First we will take the point on x-axis, then 3, then on y-axis. So this is A point, that is 1 and 3. Next is 4 and 3. First we will take point of x coordinate 4 and 3. This. So this is what? B point, that is 4 and 3. Next is 2 and 5. 2 and 5, C point. Then D point, 6 and 3 here. Okay, D point, which is 6 and 3. Next is E, 5 and 2, 5 and 2. Okay, this is E, 5 and 2. And then 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Okay, this is F point, 3 and 4. Right, students, similarly you will do example 3 also. Here also you have to plot the points on the graph. Okay, let's do exercise 15.2. You have to plot the following points on a graph sheet and verify they lie on a plane. Let's plot these points on a graph sheet. Okay, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so first point is A point, 0 and 4. Okay, then you have B, which is 1 and 7, C, 3 and 4, and D, 2 and 5. Okay, first 0 and 4. 0 and 4. Okay, then you have 1, 7. Okay, here 7, 1 and 7. 1 and 7. Then 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Then 2 and 5. Okay, 2 and 5. Okay, if they lie on a line, no, these are on line, but this is not on line. Okay. Some applications of linear graphs. Linear graphs are very useful in daily life. Every day in newspaper we see graphs showing comparison in prices of some commodities with time, such as how the rate of onions increased during last few months, or how the temperature of the city fell during the last few days of winter. Also, to show the amount of rainfall changes in last decades, a graph is used. Okay, so here is the example. Amount of sugar is given and the cost of sugar is given, and here is the linear graph. Okay. Maths extension, in every day the linear graph is very useful. Amount of petrol used in liters and cost of petrol. Number 2, quantity of units used in electricity bill and the amount paid to electricity department. Number 3, number of notebooks purchased and amount paid to shopkeeper. Number 4, telephone meter reading and the amount of bill paid. Okay. Now let's do exercise 15.3. Draw the graph of the following table of values with a suitable scale on the axis. Okay. So students, these are like your points. Okay. You will draw these points on the graph. Okay. Right. And no more. See, this is what? X-axis, right? This is Y-axis. Okay, this is y dash, or you can say y negative. This is x negative or x dash. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, first quadrant. Okay, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. Okay, x coordinate here is given negative. Okay, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Okay, so caution, if y coordinate is 0 when point lies on the x axis, and number 2, x coordinate is 0 when point lies on y axis. Okay. Now students, you will do practice of making linear graph. Okay.